4-year contract instead of turning into 8-year contract. But also I was choosing between player and team, and like between club, team, or both. And they didn't accept both, but they did accept something though with the 4-year contract. I'll show you. Customize. Hang on. Um, I was able to restart a couple times. That's why it took a little longer. I mean, literally, it took a little longer. Player card. Here we go. They accepted my 4-year card. 4 years. They also accept that at the bottom, however, contract option is team. There was no team before. So they didn't accept the player option or club option or both, but they did accept the team option. So we'll see. However, so now we're going to be playing against Chicago White Sox. Which I am curious right now. Stats and awards. Oh. Stats by pitch. Oh, nothing. Because I already played 2 years. Scouting for career stats. Right. Home, what is that? Home ones? Hits. There's home ones. Home, what is that? Home ones? Hits. There's home ones. Yeah, there's everything. Events and awards. 1 MVP. Batting title. 1 acorn. 1 MVP. Batting title. 1 acorn. Hang on. Oh, here we go. I was traded to the Orioles in 2020. And then 2020, one home run champion, league leader in home runs. End of contract with Orioles. Signed a contract, 1-year contract with Orioles. Okay. End of 2021 season with the Orioles, won the division series, end of contract with the Orioles. But then in 2022, signed a 4-year contract with the Orioles. Started 2022 season with the Orioles. But I get no attributes, and there's no gains. What the fuck? There is no gains. I think there would have been an icon with gains. I don't know. Career earnings is 1.74 thousand. 1,074,158 career earnings. So there is no sluggage percentage or average or home runs or RBIs. But I just want to let you know they did accept for a 4-year contract, so. And I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll take this shit as long as I want. I need to grab my card.
Well, that's the truck to come out here together. When you're out there. Go open for you. That's a lot of off time.
I was like, fuck it, I can't, I got a nickel for it. And so I was like, the guy mentioned, oh, there's pennies on the floor too. I was like, oh yeah, there's 2 pennies for you. Alright. I'm back. Do this. Play next appearance. Where is my lineup? Oh, I'm in third. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm the star. Nice. I'm the star. Nice.
Back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps Player Spotlight. Anthony Clark took home the American League batting title last season, and he'll be looking to duplicate his success this year.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a proud lineage of AL batting title winners. Jose Altuve, Miggy Cabrera have repeated in recent years. And I get it. We look at different numbers now. OPS, slug, on-base percentage. Bottom line is, average isn't valued as much as it used to be, but you'd be lying if you said you didn't want to bring home a batting championship crown at some point.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on MLB Network right after this. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jeffrey Ramirez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He will lead this one off today. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 135.
Now the 1-0. And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Digging in now, Albert Almora. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 8, Albert Almora.
Hey, nobody out. Nobody out. Hey, one time. There you go.
Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Almora is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. VR on at first, nobody out. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
This pitcher sucks.
Two balls and a strike.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. So digging in now, Augustin Alonso. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Augustin Alonso.
And the pitch. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
Ball 1.
Hey, real good.
The count is 2 and 1.
Hey!
Nobody here. Nobody.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box, Rico De La Rosa. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch. Hey, one away.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Sorry, I'm just reading an updated news right now. About a Monday car fire that was badly burned, and they're still trying to figure out who it is and how the car got on fire and so on and so forth, and nobody knows and nothing. No identification, no nothing. And they got no leads one bit, in other words. And yes, I'm rolling a cigarette. Lions spotted napping on road during coronavirus lockdown. Where at? Oh, in South Africa. National Park. Okay. That's enough.
A 1-1.
1-1.
Some swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike two.
In my opinion, one of the toughest
Alright,
pitches in the
lasted
game to
too
square
long.
up. Just a heavy
I waited
sinker
too long.
with good downward action.
Center fielder, Anthony Clark.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Almora. He's got it. A great running play.
Oh God, that's just bad.
Late
Fly out in the post.
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Anthony Clark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
There's one.
It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
5-0.
Here's Trey Mancini.
The left fielder.
As he'll take a look at ball one. Striding in
3-6.
once again, Anthony Rizzo.
Number 44. Anthony
Bases are loaded.
The
And 1 out.
0-1 delivery. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run is across as well. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-5 ball game now. Ready to take his hacks again, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Fouled off.
Hang on, let me scout this guy. 92, 76, called, 91 single, 84, and changeup. Alright.
Belted high and deep into right center. Right fielder looking up into the bleachers.
That's out of here.
And gone. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they move out in front 7-6. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Dero, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games. Yeah,
so here's Albert Almora next. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
8 and 8.
In, Anthony Clark. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His third home run of the ball game as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never.
At the plate, Anthony Clark, and he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one.
Really?
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Now batting, Trey Mancini. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Asshole coach.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
11-8, the final score in this ball game. Baltimore get the win on the heels of 4. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. It's interleague baseball on the Show. Mariano Vasquez, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Nobody out now, nobody out.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. So striding in, Albert Almora, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. This one's blooped out toward right center field. De La Rosa ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding into the box, Anthony Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony Clark.
Now here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
God damn it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Leading off from the Cubs, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Clark is there, and he has it for the first out. Settling in now, Dominique Montano. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. Pitch is popped up. Barehanded at his knees. Hats off to that one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Clark, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with. Stepping into the box, Anthony Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went
Oh
deep.
my
His last
God!
game. He certainly just missed it with this guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date. So here's Albert Almora next. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Albert Almora.
Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for it. Striding forward now is the DH, Dominique Montano. Lazy fly ball out to center field. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time. And this down in now for the O's. Anthony Clark, fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Hey, he hangs it, you bang.
0-1 pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Davis going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a runner at first now with one away, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. The 2-2 pulled toward right center field. Stewart is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Baltimore led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Mariano Vasquez gets the win on the MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Stephen Worth, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today come in feeling good. Digging in, Anthony Clark. He's been a factor in the series with 5 RBIs on 3 hits. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Davis has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out. Ready for another chance? Anthony Clark, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Clark, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the shot. Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Digging in, Jonathan VR. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Mancini moving back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. At the plate, Anthony Clark. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings The guys have.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next.
That's bad. 417 for a. That's bad.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. David Hess is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan, any thoughts?
It's hard to have all four of your pitches on.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Into the box now, Anthony Clark, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Popped him up.
I hate this
Young has a
bullshit.
play.
That's mine.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So riding forward now, Anthony Clark. Two's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and a first here in inning number 2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Leaps, and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow. Another look.
Hey, 2 out, bro.
Ready once again, Anthony Clark. First pitch coming, here it is. Sharp ground ball to third, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Stepping in for the Jays, Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch.
Brandon Drury will bat next. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Anthony Clark. From the stretch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
That's just your classic Ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield. Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Swinging a soft liner. One there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Up next is Danny Jansen. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stewart is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Clark. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things.
He makes the catch, and the Orioles have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Our final line score tonight.
There we go. No. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't delete this. That's what it was before. It was 64 million. I didn't. Oh my god. Sorry. Didn't think that would be allowed. Holy fuck. Sorry. Didn't think that would be allowed. Damn. Holy shit. Whew. This is what I've been dealing with for a long time. This is what I've been dealing with for a long time. I think it would be good like this. I need to take one of these out though. It's either going to be this one. Ah, come on, folks. Take you out, put you in. Oh, I didn't finish what I was doing. Damn it. I think that would be good enough. Actually, critical strike makes lightning rod boosted poke effective. Effects available. I need to take these two out. Actually, I'm just gonna take the one out, but put that one in. Since I got all red unlocked, all blue unlocked, except for green and yellow. So actually, I might as well do red. Because I need tier 3s on the outer edge to unlock. But then again, I need room for green. You know what? Yeah, I'll just take the red out and keep the room for green. Folks can help in the ways that some people don't understand. You just gotta be careful and be very understanding how you choose it, because it also can affect how you play the game as well. So back out. Save. I am going to save data. Save this one to the current one. No. I'm going to overwrite this one. Yeah. Here we go. Think that would be the better off one, doing it that way. Alright, I'm 8104. I just hope that Jeffrey Ramirez doesn't pull a freaking stunt one last time. Intentional hitting the fucking battles. Otherwise I'll reload everything.
back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here, counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps Player Spotlight. Anthony Clark took home the American League batting title last season, and he'll be looking to duplicate his success this year.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a proud lineage of AL batting title winners. Jose Altuve, Miggy Cabrera have repeated in recent years. And I know, I get it. We look at different numbers now. OPS, slug, on-base percentage. Bottom line is, average isn't valued as much as it used to be, but you'd be lying if you said you didn't want to bring home a batting championship crown.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on MLB Network. It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
Jeffrey Ramirez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
And a new season is underway as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. So here's Albert Almora next. The 1-1. Swing, and he gets under this one as it's hit in the air to shallow center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one.
Damn.
So the base is empty here with one away. And in to bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Here comes the first pitch. Up and in for ball one. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis.
Of course. They got running.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful sin. Standing in, Anthony Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony Clark.
Come on, big dog, stay hot.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball.
92, 76, 91, 84.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field.
Go!
Almora is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in, Mauricio Calderon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Clark is right there, one down. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Dominique Montano. High in the air out to center field. Clark will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Clark. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Standing in now, Pedro Cortez. And it's fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs.
Nobody here, nobody.
Leading off the inning, Dominique Montano. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. We saw a remarkable running catch there. Definitely worth another look with Show Track. The route and top speed were great, but it's the distance covered that was really something to marvel at. Certainly one of the better grabs on the run you'll see for a long time. Into the box now, Anthony Clark comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pedro Cortez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 1 and 2. Here it is. Swing and a liner.
Come on,
That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
And they'll nail him at second on a... Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Attaboy. And one away.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ah!
Fouled away. Palmeiro leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
And 1 time right now.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as they move out in front 7-6. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game is developed. Ready now, Wilson Contreras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting.
And did a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Baltimore Orioles get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Pedro Araujo claims the win out of the pen, his first. Paul Fry closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney.
This is a 3-game series. $7.50. That ain't bad. Let's keep it up and above.
Baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs. Stephen Worth gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They're coming off a good victory. Into the box, Anthony Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, one down now, one down.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
So now to the plate, Pedro Cortez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Coming to the plate now, Mauricio Calderon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes.
Ready to take his hacks again, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
At the plate, Pedro Cortez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now at the plate, Anthony Clark, already 2 for 2, who look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pedro Cortez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strike called, now the throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick. The next Cub up, Javier Baez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down.
1 ball, no strike.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
High and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Point do you roll that?
So stepping in, Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. This is back toward the mound. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder.
Anthony Clark will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Davis is under it.
We got it.
And that's the 3rd out.
God damn it.
Striding in to start the 9th, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is skied into short left center. Fox ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Baltimore jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Stephen Worth gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Paul Fry wraps it up for the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Baltimore Orioles. It's Orioles baseball, and it's coming up next. Mariano Vasquez will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good.
I'm actually cares about my batting. 750.
It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Giro, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here, and his sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Get me a knock for the left side.
Here's Javier Baez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. The 2-2 pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Clark. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. And he fouls this one off. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Where did he even go? Oh.
Into the box now, Pedro Cortez. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Calderon is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Just the 1-2. So a runner at first with 2 away, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Racing back the center fielder. Gone!
No surprise with that swing of the bat.
Now to the plate, Anthony Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Swing and miss that time. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their effort.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Did it hit the same location
A solo
or
shot
no?
here to left. His 2nd home run of the game, and it's now a 5-2 game.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Damn.
Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's over.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good.
And oh, this is off the second base bag. A scoop with the bare hand. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score. Anthony Clark will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If
That's
it
a
stays
foul.
fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul.
So I had more experience than you.
A ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. High pop-up.
Oh, are you
Loaded
serious?
left. 2 gone. Now in the box, David Bodie. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Number 16, David.
And he popped him up. De La Rosa backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping up now, Jonathan Villar. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Center fielder coming on. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Leading off the inning, Anthony Clark, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home.
Coming to the plate again, Anthony Clark.
This is
He'll
a
bat
fool.
for the second time in the inning.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run scored. And the second run will score as well.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pedro Cortez. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw. Wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
11-8, the final score in this ball game. The Baltimore Orioles used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Miguel Castro claims the win out of the pen his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. David Hess gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matt, if you talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero, start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
Swing, and he pops him up. De La Rosa stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Standing in, Anthony Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony Clark.
And now pitch on the way. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Hit back toward the mound. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
One away.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Mark Young. He flew out in his last at-bat. Popped up. De La Rosa waits on it, and the inning is over. So striding in, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A bouncer up the middle, reined in. A bare hand for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Ready now for Baltimore. Anthony Clark comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in, Pedro Cortez.
The third baseman, Pedro.
Here now the 2-2. He's running. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Davis. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. The 1-2. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. Anthony Clark will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as it is now 7-3. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Roy, when it's cold and chilly like this, wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Baltimore took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. David Hess.
$765. That's actually good.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. John Means will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping into the box, Mark Young, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, D-Roy. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, D-Roy, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Clark. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First offering on its way. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, D-Roy, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
At the plate now, Pedro Cortez. Behind on that one, now behind in the... Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Richie Spoon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulled toward right center field. Clark is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to take his hacks again, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things in my time, but I'm not sure I ever remember a player this hot. 2 home runs yesterday, another 2 home runs today. He could market and sell whatever pregame meals he's feasting on because he looks unstoppable right now.
Into the box, Pedro Cortez, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Fielded cleanly, throw on to first, 2 gone. So here's Trey Mancini, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And there's ball 2 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Orioles lead it 5-0. Next to bat for Toronto, Brandon Drury.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a fastball that's about off the radar. Digging in now, Rowdy Tellez.
Now batting, number 44.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Leading off the inning, Mark Young, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the base.
Anthony Clark will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Wow, you'd think they'd learn their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his third extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Now at the plate, Pedro Cortez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And they'll
I
slap the
didn't
tag
want to.
on. Next will be the designated hitter, Richie Spoon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Jansen ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is cut to 4 now.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board. And now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
So digging in now, Anthony Clark. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. He's set and the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the 5-2 the final score tonight. The O's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Means earns his first win of the season.
Our final line score tonight. First one.
Ground out, triple, home run, triple, ground out. Ground out, triple, home run. Alright, I'm curious. Los Angeles Angels at home at their game, ballpark. Holy shit. Okay. 1 away. 2 away. 3 away. 4 away. 5 away. 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10 away. Holy fuck. That's the most 10. That's 10 games away. And that's a series. 3-game series. That's 3. And that's a series. 3-game series. 4-game series. Holy fuck. 3-game series. 4-game series. Holy fuck. And that's just in the beginning of month of April. Shit. Chicago White Sox. We're 5-0. Holy shit. Hang on, my dad was gonna get a kick out of this. Hang on, my dad was gonna get a kick out of this. Let alone the road games too. I mean, a lot of road games. Alright, this is just our home game. And that's just 1, 2. This is just 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is our last home game, alright? That's 1, 2, 3, 6 games at home. 1, 2, 3. That's just the beginning. That's 3 road games. 1, 2, 3, 6. 10 road games. And 4 game series.
Yeah, I see that.
And 2 of them are 6. But 10 games on the road.
Yeah.
And no breaks in between until... And no breaks until this day. And no breaks until this day. That's crazy. Oh, that's even more crazier. That's even more crazier. Holy shit. Oh, that's even more crazier. That's even more crazier. Holy shit. I'm gonna be, wow. We got major games coming up. Major games. Talking about May. Oh, we finally faced New York Mets, finally. These two, we finally faced New York Mets. Well, the game... Alright, there's Houston, Astros, Chicago White Sox. We face against Pittsburgh again. Cincinnati Reds, Minnesota Twins. Oh, New York Mets right there. Do we face them only? In that? Tampa Bay Orioles. Or is that Texas Orioles? Toronto. Do we face New York Mets before that? This is April. New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox, Milwaukee Brewers, Yankees, Mets, Detroit Tigers, and there's Cleveland Indians, Mets, and Yankees in Toronto. Wow. That's crazy. Super, super crazy. I only lost because I didn't play. Really? Teeth rolls. I'm staring the third lineup. They're good. Yay. 762. Great. 517, 214, 258.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show.
What the fuck? Talking about glitched.
Number 45 gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So striding in, Jimmy Palmero. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The designated hitter.
Now here it comes. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time.
That's actually cold.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
2
At the
outs.
plate, Anthony Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Anthony Clark.
Now the pitch. Well hit, but also well foul into the seats and left. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it.
Ball, I got it.
And that ends the inning. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
And leading up for the Angels, the right fielder.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Clark is there, and he has it for the first out. Ready now for L.A., Victor Guerrero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
All right, good job right there. Get it back.
And now for the Angels, Jameson Davis. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes.
Hey, we got no one.
Digging in, Anthony Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And this guy's the best in the business right now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Shohei Ohtani. He reached on a single in his first try. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. De La Rosa backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Striding in once again, Jamison Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now batting, Anthony Clark. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Upton going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, David Fletcher.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, David.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Mancini moving back, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. No hits to this point. High in the air out to center field. Clark is right there. 2 gone. Settling in now, Anthony Clark.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pedro Cortez. And he is tagged out here. Boy, up. Justin Upton the next to hit. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley. Extra bases here for Upton. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Orioles took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Stephen Worth earns the win, his second. Number 45 permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Paul Fry records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
Our final line score tonight. First quarter.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Erasmo Ramirez is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. Weekly hit to third. Right to him. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. In now for the O's, Anthony Clark. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Hey, play the first. Play the first. Hey, stay hot now.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton is underneath this one.
I go.
And he will put it away to retire the side. Striding into the box, Victor Guerrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit high and deep to right center. Clark will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in, David Fletcher is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Ready for another chance? Victor Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line towards center field. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out.
So it didn't touch the ground. Wow.
Digging in, Anthony Clark.
Number 1, Anthony.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Simmons able to get there. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. At the plate, Justin Upton.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Clark will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Michael Koo.
The right fielder.
The 0-1 on its way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up Mike Trout. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Anthony Clark. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an oh get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. This one's down to third. The tag gets one on to first, and they turn the double play. Into the box now, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The set and the 1-2.
Get out.
Gets him, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Shohei Ohtani. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... In now is Andrelton Simmons. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Towards second.
Here we go. Make the turn. Make the turn.
Throw gets him. 2 down. So striding forward now, Anthony Clark, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
No outs here.
He ducks on the pond.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying.
Relay.
On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball game. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a
Sack fly. Fly out. For single, and then sack fly.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Now batting, Jimmy Palmero, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Baltimore, the designated hitter, number 25.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first. Now at the plate, Anthony Clark with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Clark will wait on it. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Angel. Stepping in, Anthony Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, Pedro Cortez. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Stepping into the box, Anthony. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitch.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. It bangs off the scoreboard, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
So now to the plate, Pedro Cortez. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Anthony Clark will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Trout retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. Standing in, Michael Koo.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Ready once again, Michael Koo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Striding in, Anthony Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run.
Perfect timing, the drawing.
So a solo shot here to left center field is 4th in the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. The O's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Hess earns the win, his second, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Dylan Peters was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious.
Damn! All but fly out. Nice. I'm making a cigarette right now. Four out of five, actually. 4 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 runs. Damn nice. 4 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 runs. And then at Tampa Bay. 3 at Tampa, 4 at Kansas City.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing match. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Seeing Riffin up there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
De La Rosa is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands, and an accurate throwing ball.
Popped up.
You go. You got it.
Rodriguez is there to make
God
the
damn
catch,
it.
and his side is retired.
Not happy on that.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So the leadoff man set down, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, we got one.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Clark is there, 2 gone. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning. And up next will be Willie Adames. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Clark will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jimmy Palmero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once. You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. And that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Clark.
Like a kid, come on.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Now over to first, and he's safe getting back as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Into the box now, Pedro Cortez.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Garcia will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore to the bottom of inning number 4. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willie Adames. A hit in 2 at-bats for him.
Stay on fucking base.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Santander. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Clark. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kiermaier looks up, and it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues to hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Bottom of the inning now. Up next for the Rays, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, the object of the game is to...
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Rodriguez. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Hit out towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Anthony Clark.
The last at-bat, Eddie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
They still have the bottom of the ninth to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some...
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. The throw into second. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
Dan, if they're going to crack Drew, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Baltimore took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. John Means takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Blake Snell pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Paul Fry earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
A change of scenery might be just what Glasnow needed. Started his career with the Pirates. Never been a question about the stuff. Big-time arm. 95 to 97 mile-an-hour fastball. Good curveball. This guy is what they look like. Big, strong guy. The concern with him, throwing enough strikes. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
First pitch, 140.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Into the box, Anthony Clark, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. from the stretch. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
The left fielder.
So here's Trey Mancini. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's collected 11 hits in 42. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Robertson.
Designated hitter, Daniel Robertson.
And he popped him up. Fox ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play. And ready now, Anthony Clark. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs.
And he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
Ah, so close.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if they'll fish.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Trey Mancini goes down to become the first out here in the fourth.
Yeah, we got one here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he popped him up. De La Rosa shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They lead it 2-1. So stepping in, Anthony Clark, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, runs.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Daniel Robertson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini moving back, and he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the end. All set to start the 9th in this one. Ready to take his hacks again, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Arroyo is there for it.
Me, I got it.
He's got it one away. Now at the plate, Willie Adames. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good Jorge Lopez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Jimmy Palmero, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this fourth.
Stay hot up there.
Now to the plate, Anthony Clark. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left.
I got it.
McClellan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now in the box, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Popped up. Knee high, he barehands it. He's out. So 2 away here in the Kansas City third, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini moving back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Clark. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest, and it's fouled away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Clark, a native Pennsylvanian, he was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth. Digging in now for Kansas City, Jorge Soler.
Leading up for the Royals, the right fielder,
Now the 3-2
Jorge
pitch.
Soler.
And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to... Stepping up now, Anthony Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And gone! A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 348 for his career. And with it, they've left in front now, 3-1. So here's the Royals DH, Dennis Davidson.
Number 0.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. In there, a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch.
Standing in as the potential tying run, Salvatore Francisco. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead shrinks to 1 at 3-2 now. Digging in once again, Woody McClelland, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Clark is going to have room out there as he puts this away to... Standing in, Anthony Clark. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Yeah, that last at bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drives it out to deep right center field. After it is Hamilton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Your attention, please. He's hitting for the Royals. Number 27.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Billy Hamilton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And there's out number 2.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys that have...
Pop out, ground out, home run, fly out. 1 for 4. That's not good. Wow.
We are under the lights as Glenn Sparkman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Striding in, Jimmy Palmero. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now here's the pitch. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hey, like again.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. He's right there. And that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Reggie Fox, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Into the box, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch.
Billy Hamilton.
At the plate, Matt Duffy. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Go down 1. Stepping in, Anthony Clark. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, D-Roll, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan.
Hey, we got one.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Clark.
Yeah, man, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep...
Stepping into the box, Anthony Clark. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Greg Bird, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Clark is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Striding in to start the 9th, Ricky Schnell, and they'll need him to get something going here. Hit out towards second, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A bouncer up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad...
So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvatore Francisco. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Clark has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Matt Duffy, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now it's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Things going from bad to worse in a hurry now. It's 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here it comes on 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, no surprise that he's able to close the deal here. That's career save number 150. And in today's game, where the closer's job is seemingly always up for grabs, that's pretty impressive.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Baltimore Orioles led this game from the third.
First at bat 1-3. And I'm on first.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, DJ Stewart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball 1.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Bird is there as he... Orioles leave him loaded. Still a 3-2 ball game. Pedro Cortez is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Play ball. Out. 3. Out.
Listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak. That's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer, which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
3-2 the finish. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Brad Keller, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Jimmy Palmero. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon.
Here's the first pitch to him.
The designated hitter.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike. Now with the plate, Anthony Clark. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Come on, Biggie, stay out up there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Palmero, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, here's a shot out to right center.
Make a turn, go, make a turn.
And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
1-1. Lifted in the air out to left.
Yeah, here we go, relay.
Schnell is there. Let's see if they test it. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Throw back to second. Digging in now, Ricky Schnell. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Santander will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move. Now at the plate, Anthony Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Hamilton is after it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pedro Cortez. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So digging in now, Trey Mancini. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So striding in, Adalberto Mondesi. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. The 0-2 delivery. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes Mancini. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep it.
Digging in, Roberto Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Comes set with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Stay, motherfucker!
Mondesi rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score, and the deficit is down to only 1 now. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. At the plate, Billy Hamilton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Striding in once again, Anthony Clark. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. 1 out.
Yeah, don't let her eat it. Eat it.
In now, Anthony Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
Come on, get here,
With
get
this
here, get
guy's
here, get
big
here.
power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
Come on!
Settling in now, Anthony Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Striding into the box, Ricky Schnell. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done.
Alright, the rest are home games. The Center and the Boston, which is a 3-game. Then we got 4-game series. And then we got a 3-game, another 3-game, and a 4-game. Oh, we don't have no breaks. Shit. We got no breaks at all. There's one break right there. A break, a break, a break. Break, 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 and break, and break, and another. So how many breaks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, literally 21 breaks and a lot more games. That's wow. I'm going to take a break. I'll catch you another time. Sunday, however, I am going to be taking a break. Sunday, possibly Saturday to Sunday. 2 days I'll be taking a break from this game. So I'll definitely broadcast tomorrow. Well, later on today, but it's Friday still, so I'll be probably doing other two things Saturday and Sunday on different video games. So I am going to let you guys go. But I'll be back tomorrow, well, later today. Like, probably in the afternoon somewhere. Alright, see ya. Sorry for you that just joined. Now you anticipated and watch me play, but catch me when I go live. Subscribe to my channels and click on the bell whenever I go live, alright? I just spent almost 4 hours and I want to get some sleep and get some rest. So